Daniel doesn't stop. He's not satisfied, I guess you could say. He doesn't do anything and just say, okay, I'm done. He's always asking, what else?
Chief Mayor has been with us for about a decade now. His role is the Assistant Planning Officer, and he is absolutely critical to what we do.
So Daniel, I want to say congratulations on winning the award. I can't think of a more deserving person than you. And thank you for what you do for veterans here and afar to make sure that there's equal footing and equal opportunity, and we're pouring back and saying thank you to them as well.
From the time I was in high school, I always wanted to be part of the military. During natural disasters or other issues, you're always going to rely on the military as being that last line of defense for freedom and for personal safety. A couple of months for my 35th birthday, I was about to go and enlist. The only job that I wanted in the Army National Guard was geospatial engineer. Really, really cool stuff. That job required that I had to be less than 35 to enter the program. But at the time, I was listening to Clark Howard, who was a syndicated radio host. Every so often, he would do a little explainer, the fact that he was a captain in the State Guard of Georgia, the Georgia State Defense Force.
The State Defense Force, as it's called in Georgia, has volunteer soldiers, about half of who have prior military service. The other half come in as civilians, no prior military. And they go through initial enlistment training to learn how to be a soldier, and then train for specific tasks to serve the state or serve the country when called up. I was so honored and privileged to be able to serve in the State Defense Force for 21 years. And it's something that you have to feel a calling to being in a state guard, because you're not getting paid. Your payment is the satisfaction you get in being there for your fellow citizen. I mean, think about, in Daniel's case, came in to an orientation in 2012, is now still with the State Defense Force 13 years later because it's spoken to him. He loves it. He's a great leader. He's the ultimate, what you'd hope for in a citizen soldier.
Just this past year alone, he has served within the Joint Operations Center as an L&O through Hurricanes Debbie, Hurricane Helene, workups for Hurricane Milton. He deployed for over 100 days in support of COVID. And even this most recently, as we prepared for potential support during the winter storms, we were prepared online, and he was already tasking teams preparing state active duty orders. From a support to the state of Georgia, he has been a critical asset.
When the Georgia National Guard gets called up to military service, the State Defense Force is also called up. We serve alongside them during stateside emergencies. The most important thing is the mission, but in order to accomplish the mission, you need to take care of your people.
One of the things Daniel has been very passionate about is really serving our veterans. And, our veterans are folks that come home sometimes and, get a lot of accolades for the things that they do, but, sometimes may not feel as reciprocated.
So VetNet, the Veterans Support Network, is the Veterans ERG for Southern Company Gas. Now, ERG, that stands for Employee Resource Group. The idea behind them is to encourage and support diversity in the workforce. Bringing a whole bunch of different perspectives to the table is very, very important.
Daniel's very passionate about integrity. He's gotten our group involved with ERGs just over the years with all the different events.
The more that we are diverse as a company, we're able to better support the needs of our customers.
First met Daniel, and he took over really the ERG, and he carried the torch of being the president. These things I see Daniel do to lead that, like backpack drives, just the small things to make sure when somebody's deployed and their kids need school supplies, to make sure we're there for them for that.
Veterans have different sacrifices They do a lot of financial sacrifices, definitely family sacrifices. Then there's actual sacrifices of life and limb.
It makes me want to do more. I think a lot of people would say, you know, I did my job, I can go rest now. And when you see Daniel out there doing all these other things, it's like, man, I can do more.
What I would say to others is, if you see something, this is something that I can maybe help with. Volunteer some of your time. See a need, fill a need.
Congratulations, Daniel. Very happy to see you being recognized for this. I think it's well deserved.
And though I have this moment, I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for what you do for Southern Company Gas. Thank you for what you do for the community. And thank you for what you do for veterans.
Chief Mayor, congratulations. Could not be prouder of your winning of this Luminary Award. You are truly deserving. You are an exceptional asset to the state. And again, could not be more proud to serve with you. Thank you for all you do.
Daniel, I am so excited for you. This is fantastic, so well deserved. I've seen firsthand what a difference you're making for your fellow Georgian and your fellow American. And all of us appreciate your kindness, your support, and your patriotism.